Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 8 struggles only INFPs will understand. Make sure to watch each one and find out if you have any of them. If the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator assessed you as an INFP, Mediator, Idealist personality type, chances are you have some life struggles that are very common for you, but not so much for other personality types. INFPs are unique individuals, and with that rarity comes a lot of challenges. Being different makes the INFP feel different from the rest of the world, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The INFP finds that the majority of difficulties they face are challenges that they enjoy taking on, but there are some things that eventually become tiresome for them. You should undoubtedly be aware of your biggest struggles, since their recognition will help you in overcoming them, allowing you to better design your life and achieve personal growth. Here are 8 struggles only INFPs will understand. Number 1. Sticking to the schedule. INFPs have a hard time sticking to plans and dislike feeling forced to follow them. They prefer to live by their own rules and feel that they are too easily distracted to stick to a rigorous schedule. They find themselves desiring to follow their hearts wherever they are led, which may not always mean arriving on time. While INFPs don't mind arranging some events and activities in their lives, they can't stick to a rigorous timetable. They may arrive late at times simply because they become distracted and lose sight of time. This is a difficulty for the mediator because it can upset the people they care about. INFPs are profoundly concerned about the people in their lives and would never do anything to harm them. Their proclivity for stumbling over schedules and plans can give the impression that they don't give a damn. This is a source of great concern for INFPs, as they do care and never want to appear as if they don't. Number 2. Small talk. Once it comes to small talk, the INFP has a hard time dealing with it in everyday life. When they are forced to engage in small talk, they find it tedious and emotionally draining. In-depth and intriguing conversations are preferred by the INFP, who prefers to dive deep into the topic. They want to talk about someone's hopes and dreams because these topics are more interesting to the INFP. Small chat feels like an obligation to them, and it is extremely taxing. When the mediator finds themselves in the settings where small chat is required, they become weary and desire to flee. The INFP may even try to avoid these situations at all costs, attempting to avoid any situation where small conversation is unavoidable. This is something that can hold the mediator back in life because they avoid situations where small talk is required. Small conversation is sometimes necessary to build the correct contacts or to get through a work environment in which they must participate. For the INFP, this is extremely frustrating, and they often wish they could avoid it entirely. Number 3. Assertiveness. When INFPs are alone, they frequently imagine themselves having a chat with one of their closest friends. However, when he or she appears, INFPs all go silent. Mediators have a rich inner world in which they often fantasize about perfect scenarios. However, it can occasionally operate as a prison, preventing the words from escaping. Even when they're incredibly thrilled and driven heading into a scenario, they're sometimes guilty of not being forceful enough when it truly matters. This is one of the biggest struggles only INFPs will understand. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. Finishing tasks. INFPs are notorious procrastinators who may struggle to complete initiatives once they begin. INFPs have very busy inner minds, and as a result, they often find themselves traveling in opposite directions. They frequently choose this road when they are inspired by something, wanting to learn more and feeling a sense of freedom and openness. This causes the mediator to lose interest in certain tasks, especially if they are no longer exciting to them. Boredom is both a curse and a blessing for these individuals who are easily bored. This boredom is sometimes caused by the INFP's mind being overflowing with fresh ideas and inventiveness, which causes them to lose focus on the tasks at hand. This can put the INFP in a difficult situation where they are pressed to complete projects and meet deadlines at the last possible moment, or even a little later. It can be difficult for the mediator to concentrate on something because they dislike being forced to do so. They'd rather have the flexibility to follow their own route and come up with their own unique ideas. Number 5. One-sided relationships. INFPs have a lot to give in terms of affection. They are optimistic and generally happy people who see the good in others, even when others may not. INFPs are the buddies who will listen to you vent or give you a hug when you're upset, because they are willing to spend time and affection. Mediators value empathy and understanding, therefore they do their best to provide these to others. However, there are certain people who will take advantage of INFP's generosity. One-sided relationships are something INFPs despise above all else. If they are the one who are giving and giving without receiving anything in return, INFPs will rapidly become upset. It could be their time, effort, love, or just a listening ear. Mediators are tough and enjoy being the provider. They, like everyone else, require balance in their relationships. It can't always just be one person doing the caring effort. If that is the case, INFPs will leave the relationship. Number 6. Isolating from others. With a fountain of tears running down their face, INFPs will defend themselves in a concealed, lonely, and devastated shelter. It is preferable for the mediator to talk about their difficulties with someone in order to avoid depression. Those who are guided by their feelings and intuition may find it difficult to put their feelings into words that they are comfortable expressing with others. Number 7. Overplanning or no planning at all. There are times when we INFPs go to the library and check out every book on a topic, save every article on the internet, and watch every video on YouTube. However, mediators become perplexed and unable to decide how to begin arranging their next journey excursion or doing their work. Then INFPs will understand that all of their excessive study was just a technique of postponing and procrastinating. On the other hand, there are times when INFPs simply follow their instincts with little or no planning. They simply move forward, oblivious to the nuances because of their instinctive focus on the broad picture, only to discover later that they should have done some preliminary study. INFPs wish they could be in the middle of the spectrum, but unfortunately, they often end up being on either extreme. Number 8. Self-doubt. INFPs sometimes feel lost in life and don't know how to find their life's meaning. They believe they were born to do something bigger than themselves to serve a greater cause. While the INFP believes in this, the pressures of life can make it difficult for them to discover such a purpose. The INFP is worried and feels as if they aren't doing enough since they are constantly feeling like they are expected to do more and make a significant difference. This puts the INFP under stress and causes them to be harsh on themselves. No one criticizes the INFP as harshly as they judge themselves, which is a problem they face in life. Constantly feeling as if they aren't good enough and could be making a bigger difference is likely to overwhelm and disorient them. This is one of the biggest struggles only INFPs will understand. These videos will be really helpful for you.